Hey guys, it's been almost 10 years since we open sourced Apache NiFi. From day one, the point of NiFi was to help people gather data from wherever it is to wherever it needs to be, and to prep the data so that it's ready to be consumed. The goal was to do that in a way that users can build out those powerful capabilities super quickly, and everyone could understand exactly what was happening through a visual interface. Now, with the advent of large language models, we can lower the barrier to entry even further and help you build out those powerful data flows in record time. Now, many have attested that NiFi has allowed them to perform in hours to days what previously took weeks and months. With Datavolo, we're aiming to reduce that even further, from hours to days down to minutes or even less. At Datavolo, we're rethinking what the user experience should be. We want to make things dead simple for our users, from creating and scaling NiFi clusters to building and monitoring data flows. And our all-new AI-powered flow generation capabilities are just the start. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So if I come over here to Slack, I'm in the Datavolo community workspace. And here I can simply ask the FlowGen user to generate a data flow for me. We can say FlowGen, create a data flow that gets JSON data from the S3 bucket NiFi notes. The data may be compressed. If so, decompress it. And we'll say the transaction date field looks like this. So it looks like that, but it needs to look like this. So we'll change from month, day, year with slashes to year, month, day with dashes. And then we'll say change the field names to all uppercase. And finally, then we want to push the data to Postgres using the transactions table. And so if I go ahead and send that message, and we'll get a message almost right away, basically just giving us a quick acknowledgement that it's going to go ahead and start working on that. It can certainly be a little cheesy sometimes, but sometimes the messages are quite entertaining. And there we go, it's provided the flow back to us. So I can go ahead and download that, and I can come over here to NiFi and drop that onto my canvas. S3 JSON to Postgres, that sounds right. And we can take a look at the flow that it built for us. Certainly we want to make sure that it's accurate. Anything that's generated by this generative AI has the potential to have some mistakes in it. But the flow in general looks pretty good. We're going to list all of the contents of the S3 bucket, fetch the files, check whether or not they're compressed with identify MIME type, and decompress them if so. So this should be using the MIME type attribute. It is. We want to change the date format and the transaction date field. That looks right, from month, day, year format to the year, month, day format. That looks correct as well. We want to change all of the fields to uppercase. So using the rename record field to replace all fields, using field name to upper. That looks perfect. And finally, we want to push to Postgres. So if I come over here and configure all of my parameters, I'll go ahead and do that now. Okay, so now I've got all of my parameters configured, and it generally does a pretty good job of determining when it needs to create these parameters. We'll go ahead and apply those, and we'll enable all of our controller services. And at this point, everything looks like it's ready to go, so we can go ahead and start running this flow. And we'll go ahead and just start everything. And sure enough, we can see that it's successfully sent the data to Postgres for us. And so as you saw, this took a grand total of maybe 2 minutes to build a fully functional data flow that's able to source data from S3, check whether or not it's compressed and decompress if necessary, perform several different transformations, and ultimately land the data in Postgres. Now, clearly, you don't need to be a NiFi expert by any means in order to use this, and so this is extremely exciting. So if you'd like to learn more and give the capability a try for yourself, please visit us at datavolo.io and reach out to us. We can't wait to hear from you.